Andrew, good to see you at ISC 2022.
Hey, man, good to see you too.
Much like Azena bringing a lot of different manufacturers together, so is ISC finally, with fewer mask mandates these days.
Yep, absolutely.
As I hinted at, Azena brings a lot of manufacturers and capabilities together. Being in the Bosch world, that's the INTEOX platform.
Correct,
right?
yep.
So with Bosch INTEOX, Azena can provide some capabilities that Bosch doesn't. So maybe you could just speak to that real quick for us.
Yeah, sure, Matt. So what we're trying to do in a nutshell is the exact same thing that Google and Apple did for cell phones 10 or 12 years ago. So taking kind of a purpose-driven device and allowing it to do things that it was never possible to accomplish. So in the case of what we're doing with cameras, we have built a platform with a corresponding application store and a common operating system. So you can pick different form factors of camera based on whatever it is you need, and then pair them with specific analytics that might solve a specific problem that you have. We can even reach out to our developer network and actually build custom applications. So if you see something in our app store that's not quite what you want, but it's close, we can likely have them modify it for you to solve that use case. And correct the INTEOX line, we have 4 models as of today in a variety of form factors, so Autodome, MIC, Bullet, and Dome to choose from.
Okay, so the form factor you would pick based on the application, of course, right? You probably aren't going to use a MIC if you're doing like license plate recognition. You might use a more fixed bullet style with a narrower field of view or something like that, right?
Exactly.
Okay, so at your booth you have a bunch of different applications set up.
We do. Yep.
Over my shoulder we have LPR.
We do.
And then the other one that we're doing is MIC with
fire detection.
MIC with fire detection. So, all right, cool. Well, let's take a look at this example, and then we'll go take a look at the fire detection.
Sounds good. Okay, so what we're showing here is one of our developer applications from our store. It's from our partners FF Group. And what it is a license plate reading app. And there's a number of things you could use this for. But first, let me just show you how it works. So if I have a kind of demonstration license plate here and I jump in front of this Bosch Bullet, it's going to read that plate. And in this specific case, it's going to give us some additional information about it. So you can see where this specific plate's in the whitelist and the country. The reason the whitelist is important is because we can send a trigger, in this case to an Atom, an Advantech Atom over here on the right, that could be theoretically tied into a parking barrier in a garage. So if you're a lessee, your license plate is recorded, the barrier opens for you via a camera rather than like an RFID tag, for example. Other use cases could be for paying of parking bills, right? If you're in a large garage or possibly even on the street, to make that a little bit more of a streamlined experience for customers who need to park.
Let's take a look at the fire detection that you have set up.
Sounds good.
All right. Taking a look at another application, which is fire and smoke detection. Maybe give us a little background on what the idea is there.
Yeah, so there's a couple of different things that we could hypothetically do with this. So this is from our partner Noctwai. They're, again, one of our app developers in our store. There's over 100 different apps to choose from currently, and we're adding more every day. What we're showing here is a specific application for fire and smoke detection. So I guess the most obvious use case would be some sort of an industrial or manufacturing setting where, lots of high temperatures, maybe you're welding things, and there's a possibility that either smoke or fire could pop up, and obviously wouldn't be a desirable thing to have happen. So very quickly we can kind of show this in action at this site where we've got some pallets sitting around and a fire being detected with smoke, and you see we get an alarm on both of those. The other interesting thing I'll mention, though, about this application, and this is sort of a testament to how flexible our platform is, we actually had a specific customer reach out to us looking for flare detection in the oil and gas industry. It wasn't an app that we currently had, but it was something we reached out to this developer and said, hey, they need to know information about whether an oil derrick is flaring or smoking. And if either of those conditions arise, there's a huge fine from the EPA.
So in their case, it's not so much is there fire, but isn't there fire?
Right. You can see here we've got black smoke and we're getting the alarm there. And then for the fire, we just want to know if the fire is there or not, because if it goes out, that's actually the problem as well.
Okay.
So just, again, a testament to how flexible this is. So even if you don't necessarily see an app that solves your use case today, we can reach out to this network of developers and likely have them build it in a relatively short period of time. So a matter of months versus a matter of like years.
As far as licensing goes, people are going to want to know, is this something I load into my VMS, or is this something that gets loaded on the cameras that build? Just briefly, how does that ecosystem come together?
Sure. So everything runs at the edge. So all the processing, all the alarming, and all that runs at the edge. We then have a variety of tools built into each camera that allow you to easily integrate with a VMS or some sort of cloud platform of your choosing. So traditional OnVIF integration if we're talking about VMS, but what we see a lot of customers looking for, and this is true with the oil and gas use case, is business analytics. So putting that into Microsoft BI or something like that, and then showing it on a dashboard so that they can historically over a period of time get more insight into how effective their rig is running.
Okay. All right. Well, listen, I appreciate the info, the highlights from your booth this year.
Sure.
And I'm looking forward to trying to find some partners that are interested in really putting your ecosystem to the test with us.
Sounds good, Matt.
All right,
Thanks for the time.
Thanks.
Appreciate it.